You will never find happiness outside of yourself. I think we've all tried that. Um, and I think it's almost been said so much that it sounds cliche to say that happiness is inside of yourself, but it's true. Um, if you try to look for something, happiness, that shows that you don't have it. So how can you find it? It's nowhere outside. Nobody else is going to give you happiness. They're going to give you temporary happiness, but as soon as you're alone, you're going to feel that there's no happiness. And if you try to find your happiness in something, these things have a tendency to become habits or even addictions or unhealthy needs, because you need to be whole to get something or you need to get something outside to be whole. That's not what you want. You just want to eventually, or at least this is what I want, to be able to sit in silence, not do anything, say anything, or need anything, and be happy. And the way you do that is by looking inside yourself and asking, why am I not happy? Why do I deserve to fail? Why do I deserve to be hated? Why do I deserve, or why am I not enough? Why am I not more? Or why am I not more is not a good one. Why am I not enough? Why don't I deserve love? Why? All of these questions, these are shadow questions. They're questions with a negative tinge that are aimed towards the part in your subconscious that is talking negatively to you. It's this voice in your head that when someone says, I love you, for example, or when someone says, oh, you're so beautiful, whatever, then that voice in your head says, no, you're not beautiful, this and this, this is wrong about you, you're fat, you're ugly, you have something out of you is out of proportion, this part of your body or your skin is not right. All of these voices are awful to hear, but they are what get triggered in shadow questions, and they're important, because when you ask, and just a tip for when you ask yourself a shadow question, I know the answer. There is a right answer. The right answer is you are good enough, you are beautiful, you are equal to everybody else, you are no more, no less. But these are not the answers we're looking for. We're looking for the answers of, oh, I hate myself because of this, because people don't see me for who I am, nobody will understand me, oh, I might as well leave. All of these thoughts, all of these negative things, these are the good things to pull up into your conscious, because they've been hanging in your subconscious, and pull them up and look at them. Maybe work through them. Maybe some emotions will come up. That's beautiful, by the way, because that shows that your body is working through it. Crying is a direct action of your body to work through its conditioning and change it for whatever it wants now. That's why you have good crying and bad crying. You have relieving crying and you have traumatizing crying, because it's both a way of changing your inner subconscious to believe something different. You can cry from too much trauma, and then your mind might make a bad conditioning, decide like, okay, my parent punished me, or my dad hit me for saying something that was really my thought, that was really truly in myself. This is too overwhelming. I feel like I want to cry. I will now never ever be fully myself again, because the person that was supposed to take care of me told me that was not right. So I want to live. I don't want to be hit all the time. I'm going to change that. That's a negative form of crying. That's a traumatizing form of crying. A relieving form of crying is crying that you have spent your entire life not fully being yourself, because your dad had hit you. that one time, and then you chose to change that one time, and then all of the decisions um, uh, coming after that were with this idea of not wanting to be fully yourself. And so it all piles up, the sand piles up, and this sand is what you have to cry away to finally see the issue and accept that you're allowed to change that. And if you get emotional, it doesn't have to be crying, by the way, it can be any relieving emotion. Crying is just a good example. Then you will subconsciously change this part in yourself that has always believed this. So move into your emotions, move into the fear, the pain, the whatever. Ask a shadow question, see what comes up. Or at least if you say you're not good enough, then of course the first answer will probably be, hopefully will be, but I am good enough. But that's also one block. It's something good to know, but it can also be used as a blocker to not access the dark stuff. So let that answer go and see, why am I not good enough? Why do I not deserve to be here? Hold on, let me actually grab a list of shadow questions. These are a couple I'd written down. Let's see. No. This is a rather long video, by the way, but stick with me. This is good information, trust me. When did you... Oh, wait. No, that's not the right question. There we go. Why do you deserve to suffer? Why are you not good enough? Why are you not trying hard enough? Why do you enjoy failure? Why do your parents not love you, and why is it entirely your fault? Why am I inferior to others? Why am I different in a negative sense? What's so bad about me? Why can't I forgive myself? The list goes on. You might understand the type of question that I'm talking about. You can even find a question that fits for you, or at least that triggers you the most, because that's ultimately what we have to do. We have to trigger ourselves to open this up. So, I hope this information helped. By the way, when you're done, when you've asked the shadow question, let's say it all went swimmingly, you asked the shadow question, emotions came up, you felt those emotions, and then the emotions subsided again. However intense they are, by the way, it can only just be a little feeling of, doesn't feel right. Or it can be crying, bawling your eyes out, rolling on the floor, whatever. Once that's done, and you've sat with the emotion that came up, you're done. There's no finish. There is a finish. This is the finish, but it might not feel like one. Because we've all been taught that there's supposed to be one big end, but subconscious emotions isn't something you just clear up in one go. You simply can't do that. Because we are also hardwired to not want to feel these emotions. And so it's okay. That's why I'm a therapist, because this is similar. This is basically a huge part of the work I do. I trigger you, and I can push you, because I know it's very hard to push yourself into emotion. That's why I'm only giving you the tool and just telling you, you can do this, you can try this. In a therapy situation, or in a situation where somebody else is leading you, you can go deeper, because in a sense, for example, I will be pushing you slightly, edging and going deeper down and asking the questions to you instead of you asking them to yourself. But asking a shadow question to yourself and seeing what comes up. Take your time for this, by the way. You can also use amplifiers, if you will. I love to use music that makes me feel exactly how I feel, or how bad I feel, and that's also a way to open up emotions, if you need to cry from like a certain song, if there's one song that you just can't play because you will cry, play that song, because that's good stuff. That's stuff that is stuck. That's like a gem. Like, that's the perfect shadow question. Because, and it's not a question, I know, but it would be akin to the perfect shadow question, because you need to dive into these emotions and feel them. You don't have to do a lot with them. You don't only have to feel them and see and cry about them. It will help, trust me. Thank you for listening.